Contribution agreements serve as the legal backbone for transferring assets, funds, or property between parties. These powerful documents establish clear terms and conditions that protect all involved parties while ensuring the transaction proceeds smoothly. A contribution agreement is essentially a contract that outlines how assets move from one party to another. Small businesses commonly use these agreements for retirement account funding, charitable donations, and business affiliations. To be legally binding, these documents must identify all parties involved, define terms and limitations, comply with relevant laws, specify penalties for violations, and include signatures from all parties. Equity contribution agreements represent one common type. These occur when parties agree to pool cash, capital, and other assets into a company in exchange for equity. Such agreements must include the company name and address, information about contributors, and the specific terms governing the relationship. Contribution agreements appear in numerous contexts. They facilitate corporate capitalization when shareholders inject additional funds. They outline asset transfers during mergers and acquisitions. Partners in joint ventures use them to document contributions of cash, technology, or property. Government agencies employ them when distributing grants. Nonprofits rely on them for charitable contributions. And startups use them to document initial investments. Creating a proper contribution agreement involves several important steps. Begin by consulting legal resources for appropriate templates. List all parties using full legal names and addresses, clearly identifying owners. Specify the details of contributed items, whether money, property, or intellectual assets. Outline any contribution limits or time constraints. Reference applicable laws that govern the agreement. Finally, file copies with necessary regulatory agencies and distribute to all involved parties. Several legal considerations impact these agreements. Clarity and specificity regarding contributions are essential. Ownership rights must address whether the contributor retains any interest. Tax implications should be considered, particularly in corporate or nonprofit settings. The agreement must comply with relevant state and federal regulations. For enforceability, contributions must exchange for something of value. And termination clauses should outline available remedies in case of breach. LLC contribution agreements deserve special attention. Members often make financial contributions to start the business in exchange for equity. These agreements become necessary when funding owner buyouts, capital improvements, or covering routine expenses. Members may contribute various assets beyond cash. Property contributions like real estate or equipment require documentation of ownership. Intellectual property contributions need clear documentation of rights and licenses. Service contributions are more complex regarding tax treatment. And promissory notes document future contribution commitments. A comprehensive LLC contribution agreement contains several key sections. Recitals and definitions establish the receiving entity, purpose, and legal authority. The contribution section describes what's being contributed, its value, and ownership transfer terms. The liability section protects the LLC from debts related to transferred assets. And representations and warranties confirm the contributor's authority and define responsibilities. Contribution agreements prove valuable in numerous scenarios. They formalize capital raises, clarify roles in joint ventures, set terms for government grants, document charitable contributions with restrictions, and assign assets during restructuring. A well-crafted contribution agreement provides clarity and protection for all parties involved. By carefully documenting the terms of asset transfers and establishing clear expectations, these agreements minimize disputes and ensure smooth transactions. Whether for business formation, investment, or charitable giving, understanding the essentials of contribution agreements helps safeguard your interests and create legally sound arrangements.